Welcome back to another day of living in the new house. I did record an intro for yesterday's vlog, but then not a lot happened. There's a few clips which may or may not roll now. It was very strange sleeping in such a massive room. And of course, as expected, when I FaceTimed Elizabeth and showed her, she was like, yeah, we should leave it like that and have a massive bedroom. And I was like, I bet you any money that she would say that as well. So, but yeah, we made some stonking progress, which is good. The asbestos people are due imminently. I was hoping to do 1 o'clock a little bit later just to give me a little bit more time, but we've they need to be here because they've got prior commitments. Unfortunately, one of them's got personal reasons, so I understand that. So what we've just done at the moment is we've put the bed over there and we've put a dust sheet across it, and then we've just done a bit of a general move around, tidy up downstairs, just to try and move things away from the working area. I'm hoping it's not going to kick up too much dust. All the sensitive stuff I've actually moved out into the kitchen and shut the door. But I think in this section there's actually not too much in the way of bricks and other stuff that need knocking out. It's just a bit of mortar, which shouldn't be too bad. So hopefully it'll be okay down up here. There's a bit more to do upstairs, but I'm less bothered about upstairs now because obviously it's already coated in dust. If they didn't roll now, then brief summary of what just happened is the flue pipe got removed all the way up and down, which is good. My parents came and removed a load more waste, did another run for me as well. And then I pretty much fell asleep because I was exhausted. We woke up this morning to where they put this bin bag over here. Now we'll introduce the we in a second. They put this bin bag across the top up here, and I got woken up this morning by a bird pecking on it, and I had to rapidly jump up and flick the bottom of it to scare the bird off to stop him pecking through that layer, which is waterproofing. We've also got in contact with a roofer friend of ours who's coming around on Friday in the week coming up now to take a look at that, the flashing in the vent eaves and everything else we need, putting in some sort of progress there. And then I didn't get moving this morning and stayed in bed because my body was just absolutely exhausted and I needed rest. So yeah, that was where it was. That brings us up to now point where I've now gotten out of bed and a Jack has now appeared in my bed. He's looking very cutesy and very demure.
I came to build a wall.
He came to build a wall, and I was supposed to have got the wood already, but my body just went, no, not happening this morning. So we're now going to start some progress and do some measurements. And
You owe me Starbucks because it's no materials.
We'll sort out some Starbucks. And
I've also got to move my car now.
What do you mean? The materials just going in your car?
No chance.
We'll work that one out anyway. But yeah, we're going to go I'm going to go make a plan for the wall. He's going to sit there looking cute in bed.
So it's 2:35 p.m. in the afternoon, and as someone who normally starts work at 5:30 a.m. in the morning and is normally done work by now and at home in bed for his afternoon nap, we've not even got any screws or wood. We've still got to take a door and 3 doors and a wall down. I've got to move my car. For anyone who knows, once I've parked, I don't like having to move again. That's just a standard. I've not had coffee. I've not been fed. And I know it's not about me, but I'm just saying it.
I feel like the last 2 problems probably need prioritising. But let me talk about the new problem we have just discovered first, and ignore his hangriness. We'll work that out. So we've just done some planning. We've got a rough idea of how much timber we need, and we're going to go shopping after we've got this man coffee and some food. But we have discovered the beam of eye. So
what did you think it was? Because it's quite funny.
Wow, these basically. let me set the scene first. So context: there was these 2 floorboards in the middle of a level. There is a light on the wall there, and I'd just seen stuff underneath. I thought, maybe they've just ran some trunking underneath the floorboards and couldn't be bothered to drill through the beams to do that. No, there's an actual I-beam in the floor, which would make more sense because I suspect there may have potentially been at some point been a wall between the downstairs living room and
I think it's to hold
and dining room. So this I-beam seems to run from the outside of the house over to about here by the looks of it, but judging by the floor pot walls, which would make sense because that's the top of the kitchen wall, which is another structural wall. Problem we've got is that beam is higher up than the floor joist, which was causing this warpage, which is probably difficult to see, so you can get a funky Kangol angle there, of the floorboards, which then means the floor isn't level. So if we want this inside the room, then it needs to be leveled out. So we've just been banging our heads together. Literally. And I think we're probably pitching that we probably want to either cut out the bottom of this board and build across the I-beam, so almost build like a hollow underneath the board. Does mean there's a bit less wood, but it's less wood sitting on top of steel, so should be sound. So we're probably going to have to work on that later. But we've also just realised that it doesn't really matter because that's not where the wall's going anyway, so it's not going to stop progress with the wall. My dreams have come true. We have replaced Jack with a load of wood.
Oh yeah.
He's been relegated to the back seat. I'm actually impressed we got all of this in. I wasn't expecting to be that volumetric big.
100%
But yeah, we've checked all of these beams. We've used the work Wix discount, which has been good. But I got the voucher wrong, so it ended up costing me an extra 14 quid. Well, not extra 14 quid, just didn't save the money on the 14 quid I paid. Also managed to get a couple of these studs. They're just restocked, so those are fresh out as well, which is good. Got some more boards, got some more brackets. Jack's coerced me into buying a bigger spirit level, which I think we needed anyway, so it's good.
I'm just saying, you had to flick your other spirit level to get it working earlier.
Yeah, the bubble had separated. There's the bubble.
I think it was time.
Anyway, we're going to go head up Asda, get some lunch, get this man caffeinated because he's struggling, and then we will attempt to look at building some walls, hopefully. It's going to be chaos either way, so let's have fun. Well, order of operations, we're going to go for doors and doorway and hall walls down first. Jack's having the absolute time of his life with the painted over brackets. Oh, you got one, hold on. We're doing well, doing well. So yeah, we're going to jump in and we're going to get these off. Carnage! All the carnage. Few more wounds. I nearly took Jack out with a piece of plasterboard. Didn't even notice. He just took it. Nearly took the window out at one stage.
This one.
I took some damage from a piece of plasterboard as well that came down. But I think we've done alright, to be fair. There's a bit. We've missed a bit. We haven't finished. Half job. But I think we've done alright, to be fair. We've got one hole punched in the plasterboard there. That's his. We've got one hole punched in the plasterboard there. That's mine.
In my defence, you said send it.
I did say send it. I didn't say send that.
No, but I'm well below the threshold of Jack to damage ratio.
Yeah, Jack to damage ratio is within tolerance, as we were discussing earlier. So we've got all of that out by that little bit. And we've not done too much damage anywhere, to be fair. So we've got a nice clear thing. Jack and I are going to... Giant Skits.
Sponsor of the vlog.
Yeah. Jack and I are going to... Now we've got the clear space, do some planning related activities, which is normally where the disagreements occur. So if we come back with some black eyes, that's because we've been scrapping. But yeah, we're going to come back, we're going to have a look at this sort of area, how we're going to tie things into the walls, make a bit of a plan properly.
We want to tidy this up a little bit, don't we?
I think that's a good, I think we need to have a look there and do some bits, and then we can start planning out where we want it to go. So we'll get some, it's on wide angle. We'll get some Sharpies out and we'll start drawing everywhere, I think is probably the best strat. Later on in the evening, and Jack's been an absolute hero and removed the last bit of stud work we had going down there. Massive help today, as always. Very, very, very much appreciated, sir. He did that while I was doing some numbers and some planning and some looking out of things. I won't bore you with all of it, but what I was trying to do is just see. I had to work out whether we're going to have enough, like kind of work backwards, because we want to put a built-in wardrobe there, which means I need at least 670 mil. But then I've got to work out if I've got room for the architrave, and then where we're going to fit the frames of the doors. So I sort of had to work backwards from where we want the stud wall, well, where we want the built-in wall, where we want the built-in wardrobe, where we want the stud wall, where we want the architrave, and then there where that then means the door frames go, which I think we've managed to work out. I'll probably, I might do a more detailed run through of that at some point. Don't know whether people are interested in that, but we'll work that out. But what we're going to do tonight is we're going to clean up this room now, get rid of as much junk and get it all downstairs so we've got a clean space to work. And then I may start marking up some of the wood. So you can see the rough layout for the sort of door spaces we need to do, with allowances for the door frames to go in and stud work and all the other pieces, and where we need to put extra studs to mount the walls. The wall going across the room. So I may start like marking up some of the timber, so we've got that set up as well. And then I also need to do the plan for this wall going down here as well. Now the thing we were discussing was, I don't think, and I'll check in more detail later, there's a stud here in this part of the wall which we want to mount into. So we may need to put one in there, which means the pulling out of these bathroom and toilet doors, which we need to do anyway, may have to be brought forward, because we may actually need to chop that part of the stud out and put a stud in there to then mount the rest of the wall off, and then build that part of the wall off for the bathrooms as well. So we may actually need to bring that forward and rip everything out. So basically the only door going to be left up here is the one to the office. So that'll be the only clean room up here. But I'm going to do that planning around, looking around tonight after I've done clean up, and we'll work out, is that the best strategy? I think it probably is going to be as well. And then we're also going to have to look at patching up these sections of the floorboard and probably moving this electrical box out of the way so we can build the wall in the right place. But we are nearly there with the upstairs. There shouldn't be too much more rip out to be done up here, with the exception of the hole for the shower. And maybe some of the loft boards maybe to come down. So, we're getting there. That's the main thing. We are absolutely getting there. So I'm going to go grab some food, and then I'm going to get started on the cleanup. So we'll probably be in time-lapse mode, and you should see all the wood, poof, disappear. Amazing how long cleaning up takes, especially when you've got to cart it all the way downstairs. Like, that was about an hour and a half, so it's probably nearly as long as it took to take out the wall just to get rid of all the stuff. Half of it is now in the back of the car. We'll do a tip run early tomorrow morning. The rest of it I've had to just drop into the garage because I've got way over the limit of plasterboard again. But we've at least got the space mostly clean now. What I'm going to just do is go through all the grooves in the floorboards with the vacuum and have a good vacuum round just to get rid of the worst of the dust as well. And we now have a blank canvas. Look at this. It's all very exciting. I'm going to just finish cleaning up the bits now. I'll probably do it off camera because there's nothing too exciting going on. And then I'll catch up with you in a little bit because I've got some stuff I need to update you on. So there's been quite a lot of demolition and wood related shenanigans today. But there has been some other updates that I need to walk you through as well. So, The saga of the hot water tank. I can't remember as always how much I have and haven't been through inside the vlog. But basically, when I ordered the hot water tank, I went and found one that was £100 cheaper, had the same part number. Unfortunately, the part number was wrong on one of the two websites, and I ended up ordering the wrong hot water tank. Pretty sure I've been through that general summary, and it was going to cost me 25% to return it if they actually delivered it. Thankfully, I managed to cancel the order before they actually delivered the tank. I rang them up and said it was cancelled. Then late on Thursday evening, I had an email going, "Oh, your tank is on the way." I'm like, okay, I cancelled that. And then I managed to get hold of them again, double checked, it is definitely cancelled. That was just a random automated email. I have been refunded, which is good. So we've been through this morning and ordered the correct hot water tank, so that should be on its way as well, which means we can start making progress on things in the loft. In more plumbing related activities as well, there was a shower unit that I was looking at getting, which I'm going to bang on screen now. Now, what I wanted to do is you can get that as like a set, and it had a nice 500mm plate, which I was umming and ahhing as to whether it was going to be too big for the bathroom, but after chatting with a plumber and a couple of mates, we thought it'd be right size. Only problem was, it was out of stock. So I then had to go and build it up out of the components. I couldn't find the 500mm head, so I had to get a 400mm head. But for like 60 quid more, I could actually get one with like a waterfall rain feature in it as well. And I thought for 60 quid, why not? It'd be cool to have it. So we ended up ordering that and getting up to the components. So rather than being £699, building it up out of the components, plus making it more expensive, plus the rainfall feature meant it was £814. But thankfully I managed to find a 10% discount code. So it actually came in at 730, which generally was in the ballpark of where it should have been anyway. So that's all good. So that is ordered and on the way. I've also now been through and just booked another tip run for early tomorrow morning, just to get some of the more of the junk out of here. We'll try and sneak in as much as we can in terms of plasterboard and rubble, because it's building up, but we've got a lot of out, and obviously we'll generate more when we take that wall out there. Final point of action, which I've just been looking at tonight as well, is the hole in the wall which was made down here. It's actually quite good because it's allowed us to see what's going on behind the wall. Now there is, the stud for the wall is actually way over here, unfortunately. There isn't anything behind this section of the wall, it appears to see, like all the way up. So we need to brace the new stud wall we're building with the doors in here against something there, and there isn't anything. Now, the added challenge is that where that is sitting is where the glass panel for the shower currently is, which we're not taking out and putting anywhere. So we're going to have to do a bit of fessling to try and jimmy in a piece of stud work in there and mount it in securely from the other side, I guess, so that wall isn't floating. But that's the problem for tomorrow. We'll figure that one out tomorrow. But yeah, we've had some good progress. I'm really happy that things are moving, clear. I feel like we've made loads of progress over the last couple of days. Thank you again, Jack. You've been an absolute help in terms of getting things going along, and it will be coming back tomorrow to help me rebuild the stud wall. So hopefully tomorrow we'll probably do some demolition just in that area, just finish that bit off, and then actually we'll get back to rebuilding things, and we'll be doing more constructive stuff, literally more constructive stuff, which is good. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the vlog. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I don't really ask for that, but we're doing it on this particular vlog, because why the hell not? And I will catch you all in tomorrow's vlog.